It's either I say yes to doing this or the playthrough ends. So.
The decision is made. Then you must know all that I know. To lose time will be to lose much, but some semblance of your present self will remain. Your memories, the record of your adventures thus far, your knowledge of battle and all that you have learned, and last of all, the containers that surround the altar. These are the time capsules. These sacred vessels are immune to the flow of time. When you shatter the sphere, all that you possess will be placed within them. Thus, may the items you require journey with you to the past. Alas, there is one item that will not survive the journey. The Sword of Light. But you should retain possession of its twin, the Sword of Shadows. This will surely prove to be a more than worthy weapon for the time being.
Oh, I'm a villain now, chat. I'm a villain.
Now you know all that I know. All else is unknowable. When you are ready, join me by the sphere.
Goodbye to my dear friends. It's been quite a journey. Just felt like I had to do that.
Step forward, luminary, and into the past.
Wait!
When you meet me in the past, we will be enemies again. But know this, I stand ready to pledge myself to your cause once more. To be your sword, your shield, your unswerving companion.
Yes, very dramatic, Hendrik, honey. Now, if you've quite finished frowning and swearing oaths... Farewell, darling. I look forward to seeing you in the past.
I know you can do this. I know you won't let anything stand in your way. And the us's of the past will be there for you whenever you need us. Now, if I know your grandfather, he'll have a few words to say before you go.
You've grown into a fine figure of a man, laddie. Oh, don't look down now. We'll only be apart a wee while. We're back there waiting for you after all. You'll do us proud. I know you will. How could you not do? You're my own flesh and blood after all.
Oh.
I suppose I began this journey with you, feeling that I was simply doing my duty. But it became so much more than that. I'll never forget the time we've spent together. So please, if you don't mind, I hope you'll take me along with you, all over again.
about my boy Eric? Give my boy Eric a final scene.
The time of departure is upon us. Luminary, take the sword of light in hand.
How could they rob Eric like that of a goodbye? Eric didn't even get any last words. Man, this is such a tearjerker.
Wait, laddie.
This isn't goodbye. Not by a long shot.
Yeah, there you go, Eric. Look at the bright side of things. Man, when Rab was saying goodbye, it got to me a little bit.
See you on the other side.
Alright, well there's Eric's goodbye. I guess Eric was trying to remain positive. Oh, look at all this stuff being undone. Chat, I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna harp on it too much until like the end of this, but like this kind of sucks. Neat, but also sucks.
Take care, and remember, we'll be waiting for you.
Take this cur, this harbinger of calamity, and cast him into the furthest corner of the dungeon.
Let's do this. I believe in you. I believe in the Luminary.
We of Arborea swear to protect you. While we live, none shall defeat you.
Friends, shipmates, amigos, Svarthrust and the rainbow await. Destiny beckons!
I don't know how Mordegon's planning on achieving eternal life, but I know one thing. We're going to stop him.
You must defeat him. The fate of our world depends upon it. Good luck.
I didn't want to go. I'm gonna like talk briefly about this though, once the game lets me. Because I feel like, you know, it's a playthrough, it's happening, I should let a brief summarized version of my opinion come through, and then when we finish the playthrough I'll go more into it. Oh hey, look! It's my super edgy emo sword. Dude, this does not fit the Luminary in the slightest. Like, at all. Sure, dude. Why not? Alright. Well, I want to talk about this really quick before the game's like, hey, cutscene, cutscene. Let me make sure it doesn't thrust me into cutscenes. So yeah, this sucks. Honestly. Like, I just want to say, the concept of going back in time doesn't bother me. I don't really mind that there's time travel. That's, like, fine. But, like, Act 2 was so important to, like, building up characters and character arcs. We'll see more as we play, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But, like, we already know what's going to happen because, like, obviously we're separating from our friends. And we're going to be with the past versions of them. So they're going to forget everything. Basically, rewriting Act 2, really, really lame move. I do not like it. Like, if you were to consider this story canon, which some people would, then this is also a weak point in the story, because I do not like this. To lose all those great memories and great arcs and great moments together. And the game, I think another problem I have with it is the game constantly is like, hey, the timekeeper's like, oh, to lose time, or whatever the saying was. The game pushes you, that people are like, oh, we're gonna stop you. It's not worth it to save Veronica just to, you know, stop the world and save all those lives, just save one person, to lose everything. Like, everything was working out fine. Like, yeah, the ending wasn't amazing or anything, but, like, it was working out fine. They were gonna have a whole thing about, like, oh, they were gonna build everything back to how it was. And I get it. Veronica, she's a great character. I would like to bring her back, but it's just not worth it, you know, to sacrifice all these great moments in Act 2 we had, especially from, like, a person playing a video game perspective. Just imagine if a character had an arc that was fulfilled, or some moments that were great, and the banter, and all of that just be erased. It's stupid, honestly, straight up. I do not like it. Now, if they had to go this route, I would rather it be like, I would still not like it as much, but I would definitely hate it less. I would hate it less if they did like, oh, have everyone go back in time, but have Erdrea be rewritten. Like, redo Act 2, but at least the characters remember each other. If they had to do it one way, I would rather them do it that way. I would rather it be like, hey, everyone can time travel. They could save Veronica, but then they would like lose all the moments in Erdrea and things would turn out differently. Like, that's fine. Like, it still would suck, kind of, but like, it wouldn't be as bad. It's just really unfortunate. I'll talk more about it as we, not as much, but like maybe the end of the playthrough or something, but I had to bring that to everyone's attention that straight up, I do not like the plot setup for this at all. Even though, Veronica's neat, but I just don't think it's worth it, honestly. And another thing is, Veronica was such a big deal for Serena's character. Like, how's it gonna work when Veronica is back and then Serena's here? Like, because Serena's whole purpose was, oh, she was following her duty and she was always a step behind Veronica. But they're saving Veronica now, so like, it redoes Serena more, I feel. I feel like Serena's really robbed, but we'll get into it. I'm not gonna complain about it too much. I just had to talk briefly about it. I could have just talked here. Time Traveler, a momentous decision. What if I'm making a difficult decision at the end? Yeah, difficult is right, although my answer was obvious. Oh, and you could skip these because, they're basically repeat cutscenes. I'll watch them again just for the sake of watching them. But they are gonna, like, replay a couple of cutscenes, so, again, like I said in the PS4 version, you can only skip cutscenes that you saw already. But yeah, I don't know. I just, like, again, neat that they want to time travel, but, like, I'd rather, like, something be lost. I'd rather lose something different, like, all the world stuff and, like, other things, like, maybe the character arcs, but at least I want the characters to remember each other, and we'll play more, and I'll talk more about, like, oh, what they could have done with it. If you want the truth, I honestly think the whole thing about bringing Veronica back was a mistake. I get it, Veronica's good. She's a good character. I like her. And I'm sure people want to have her back. It's neat in concept and theory to have her as a party member again and stuff. But, like, I think that was the biggest mistake, honestly. They could have done it better. Would it have been great? Probably not. But it could have been better. And the reason why is because Serena's development and character arc are so focused on the fact that Veronica dies. So, to have Veronica back kind of nullifies Serena a little bit. Again, it could have been done right, but, you know, it's like, I still probably would have been, like, a little bothered by it, but I could have hated it less. But that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm done ranting about it. I wasn't wearing that costume.
Serenica, blessed ancestor, the time has come at last for us to fulfill our destiny.
Oh no, this cutscene is new, because it doesn't say skip.
We're going to use the orbs to take the luminary up to the world tree, and he's going to awaken the power that will banish the darkness. We've never been up to Yggdrasil before, so we don't know what's up there waiting for us. But no matter what happens, I swear I won't let the luminary come to harm. He's our light and our hope, and he'll rid our world of darkness. I know he will. Serenica, sage of legend, lend me your power. Help me fulfill my duty and protect the luminary. Oi! What are you doing here? Wait, you weren't listening, were you?
Maybe?
What do you think you're up to? Waltzing in here with that great ugly thing strapped to your back anyway? And where in the world have you been?
You're right, the sword doesn't match my persona.
Father Benedictus was talking to us all, and you just upped and disappeared without so much as a by your leave. What were you thinking?
Yeah, so I think this is like during when Benedictus is telling us about the Luminary of Legend. That's when this is taking... Well, that's when this takes place, because that's when the Luminary left, I think. It's all speculation.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Stop staring at me like that, will you? You look like you've seen a ghost. We've got important things to be getting on with. The last thing we need is you acting like a big weirdo. So come on, pull yourself together.
Darling, there you are. We couldn't find you anywhere. Oh, we were so worried about you.
My costumes!
Well, don't look so surprised to see us. We've been right here all along, you know.
It's been a long day, my dude. It's been a long, complicated story.
What's with that sword? You're supposed to be the good guy, remember? Huh. Well, whatever floats your boat. Anyway, time to get this show on the road.
Yo. Best thing about this arc, though? Serena's hair is back. Now that I can vibe with. If I had to redo one thing, Serena's hair is grateful. Again, I still stand by my rant of being like, hey, it's not worth it. But Serena's hair is back, so that's pog, at least.
Father Benedictus says we're to take the orbs and offer them up to the altar at the top of the mountain.
We need to go through those doors and follow the path through the first forest, apparently. Shall we get going?
Aye. Not long now till we get up to the World Tree at long last and finally find out how to get rid of that rotter Mordigan. Let's away.
Alright, let's get it. So as you can see, everyone is the level they were when we went to the first forest. So that's why Eric, Veronica, and Serena are 34, 35, and 34 respectively and all that. So they're basically the level they were before, and their weapons are back to what they were as well. So basically everything is back to the way it was. And I think my inventory is back to the way it was too, so I'm just gonna keep the weapons like this for now. By the way, I'm not gonna like... Again, I'm not gonna rant because I don't think it'd be enjoyable for people to watch me rant about this. I am gonna say this, there's some good stuff. Like, when we play this act 3, so as you can see, this act is basically like doing everything right. Because, you know, I'm gonna just talk about it because it's like... In my best area cleared? Yeah, okay, honestly, I'm not gonna fight any enemies. Because, I still got the bomb runs. Can't use it, never mind. Oh, wait, this is Arborea Highland, that's why. But yeah, I still got the, I'm gonna skip everything because the Luminary is level 61. And I will say this, we are gonna get our levels back. We are not gonna have to... Imagine how dumb that would be if you had to build your levels up again. That'd be like terrible game design. But nah, we are gonna get our levels back. So, knowing that, I'm not going to fight. I actually don't know what would happen if you were to grind at these levels, if they would add levels to when you get the levels back, or if you'd still go to the level you were from when you, beat the game.